Dad? 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 At UBC for the Finding Our Dad tournament. So I'm here with Spencer. How are you doing today?
Good.
You're good? Alrighty. Wow, you have a really deep voice. And mine's very high pitched. So, have you played any games today?
Yes. I was actually competing in today's UBC tournament. I'm actually having a lot of fun. I haven't joined a tournament in about a year. And so it's really refreshing to be able to join someone else's tournament.
Yeah.
And Kevin Deere's doing a great job so far.
I mean, I'm kind of mad I had to play Boar in second round of losers because he lost to Clinton. I mean, good job to Clinton, but I'm mad because it ended my run.
Yeah, we did doubles and then I already finished my singles pool, so I just took the opportunity to nap while I could. My sleep schedule is still kind of messed up, so I didn't get too much sleep before this.
I just got knocked out of the doubles. I teamed with Big D, Dawson. We got third. We beat Silent Wolf and Vino, which is like by far my best win of my life, so very happy with that.
Who's your favorite Smash character to play?
Peach. I main Peach.
Of course, Peach. Back in the day, at the early skill level, she's really easy to win with. Now it's a little harder. And also at the time, we had the best Peach player in the world, Sept, for me to learn from.
Oh, wow.
So it was hard back in the day, being a little scrub, trying to crouch cancel down smash everything, but you know, Armada and everything has come a long way, so Peach is definitely my favorite. I used to dabble with everybody, but I stick with mostly Peach these days.
Nice.
And I mean, one thing I do look for in a character, if it annoys people, I'm happy with it.
Jigglypuff. Yeah,
Jigglypuff.
for sure.
It's the best one.
The cutest for sure.
He also has he owns the TV behind us. That's Jigglypuff. Very cute. Decked out in Jigglypuff. I love it. What brought you to just Smash tournaments in general?
Well, just like many people, I was the best of my group of friends. I thought I was some greatness, but then I watched some videos, play some great players like those in SkyPal. I'm like, oh, get knocked down a few levels, learn, oh, there's a lot of gaps in my ability and my tech skill and everything. So, but the thing about Melee is, what's wonderful about it is every skill level, there's something like really cool you can do. So getting to that next skill level is really rewarding because on top of that really cool thing you were just doing at your skill level, there's something even better.
Yeah.
So every step of the way, there's something even more cool that you could do, and just moving's so fun in this game that it's constantly rewarding.
Okay.
Everyone thinks they're the best.
Okay.
I was that kid. And so I was playing with a couple friends, and then one day a friend of mine was like, hey, I met this really good guy. He's using like wave dashes and he's doing all this weird stuff, and he's so good. I'm like, no way, that can't be true. I'm the best. So I played him, I got beaten really hard, and I was kind of forced to learn how to play the game properly, and that's how I kind of got integrated into the scene.
Okay.
It wasn't until last year that I finally joined my first tournament, so it's really nice to be able to be truly part of the community now.
Yeah.
I know like a bit of Smash 4 players like Zero,
Yeah.
and like some of the YouTubers I watch, like Shofu, because I used to play competitive Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
But so then I found out it's a Smash Bros. Documentary. Oh, it's about the making of Smash because I love programming. I do programming.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, oh, that might be interesting. And then it's about the competitive scene, and now I'm introduced to everything here.
Wow. So, what do you like about the esports community in Vancouver?
I think it's fantastic. The nice thing about esports is that it's bringing to light a lot of these games. I know a lot of people are like sports fans, but we're entering an age where these computer games and this it takes a lot of strategy and micromanaging. I think it's really nice to be able to have that in the spotlight for once.
It's cool to see it grow like this. Like when I used to come up here a few years ago, the tournaments would be like not even half this big.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. I like the work that Kevin Deere has put in.
Well, I'm going to compare it to the Victoria scene because that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
It's way bigger, so I like that. The competition's way better. It's not a small knit community. And what happens in small knit communities is you get a lot of drama.
Yeah.
And I get to avoid the drama here because I'm not from here.
Yeah.
So I come here and people are just happy to see me because they don't get to see me that often.
Really dope. It's getting really, really big. There's a lot of competition. We have people from Washington that can come up, like actual like top 100 players like Silent Wolf and Bladewise, and like probably soon to be Rustin. Yeah, it's really awesome.
Well, it's changed a lot over the last like year or two.
Yeah.
It used to be like, Scion, Blended Object, and Yackle really going for first a lot in their region. Usually Blended Object, but it was really dominated by those three. And it just dominated by Falcos in general. Now there's kind of like a new wave with RK and Xylo and some others, mixed with like sort of a decline of the old wave. So it's like kind of like see who's still got it, who's getting it. It's kind of a weird transition point that they're in.
Yeah.
Right now it's like, I don't really know if I could say what their best 5 players are because they're so close and like the transition is put them at a really even level.
Yeah, definitely. If there is one thing that you would want to change about the esports community, what would it be? Or local esports.
Local esports. I would like more coverage on local esports. That's definitely something that I feel that we need to do to expand as a community and to see BC rise in terms of esports.
Yeah, definitely. Since East Coast is so big, right?
I just want it to keep growing and getting bigger and the good players get better and the new players to improve. And
Yeah.
I just want to have a really good scene where there's a really big amount of like really good players that like they could all beat each other, that kind of thing.
Well, we don't have very many regular commentators. Like our regular commentator, Jerry, I don't think he's even here today. Because the stream is where we get exposure from to the rest of, the scene.
Yeah.
So the commentators is a big part of what gives us exposure.
Well, especially in Canada, BC Canada, I don't see a lot of like down in Washington, we have these house fests and these house tournaments every single week where like
Wow.
there's like 30 people at least just on these house tournaments every single week. And I don't really see that much in Canada. They don't have the regular fests, the regular tournaments to really keep in practice, to really build up their scene. And it's hard at first. You have to have the right resources and be falling into the right situation. But for the best possible improvement, that's the first and biggest step.
I think just like maybe advertisement or like how we handle getting new people in, because it's just we bring in new people slowly and they trickle and then a lot of them stay, which is great, but like it's hard to get a lot of people in at once, I think, and so that's probably something we could work on. Other than that, I think everything else is just fantastic. Like we just keep getting better and better.
And also, we've heard that you have player 1 and player 2 wedding bands. Can we see that?
There you go. I don't know if you can see it on the...
That's really cute.
My wife has player 2, I have player 1.
That is so cute. I love it. Also, I don't know if you know the reference, but have you found Dad yet?
I have not. Last tournament, they were really shouting out, "Where's our dad?" And they're all, "Dad." So, I mean, like, we get the joke now, but I don't really know the origin of it.
Oh.
But, every little scene is full of memes and has their little in-jokes. I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point.
So one last question. Have you found Dad yet?
I've been looking for years.
No, we're still looking.
Still looking.
Search continues.
I have not found Dad.
My dad's 3 blocks away. He works here.
Dad is never coming home, I don't think.
I'm not. I was honestly confused why it was called that and whose dad I was supposed to be looking for or what.
We know that you started the Finding Our Dad meme and everything, so do you want to explain who Dad is?
Yeah, so basically it started with, there's a story. So James Holtman Biscuit Tricks, who I think you guys already interviewed, a few years ago, he was at a grocery store at 3 a.m. with his friend. And they thought it would be really funny to just shout Dad and make it sound like they were looking for their dad. And then he told me that story. I thought it was really funny. So at the last UBC tournament, we just started chanting it for our friends who were playing.
Yeah.
And I was really loud, and it caught on.
unfortunately, we didn't find Dad today, but what we did find was amazing people to interview. So make sure you let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And as always, make sure you subscribe to Akshon Esports if you haven't already. Dad?